Hey folks, I just wanted to give you an update on our little Homer property. Spent the weekend with this fella right here. Found out that our local builder supply rented a skid steer and they had a brush grapple for it. So they gave us a special deal, of course, for renting it for the weekend. So we picked it up Saturday morning and it is now Sunday afternoon and I've put my 16 hours in, but you can see what a difference it makes out here. So we decided to not do the forestry mulcher and basically leave any of the bigger stumps that you can see that we obviously couldn't get with the skid steer. We were able to pull out quite a few though. Anything that was maybe 4 inches across and smaller, it was pretty easy to pull out. So what we did then is we arranged the piles of brush strategically, basically around the biggest stumps that we couldn't get around, to open up several areas here on this it's supposed to be about 1 acre. It's probably closer to 1.5 acres total that was clear cut by the loggers. And so what we did is I tried to make this is actually the biggest space around this big oak tree here, but you can see it opens up to every other space. So every space has an entrance and an exit. So there's never any dead ends. So hopefully the deer won't feel like they can't go into certain areas here. It goes all the way up to the ridge. There's probably about 5 main areas that I can, run through real easily with my quad. And then it comes down to probably about each one has at least an 8-foot opening to get to the next section. And so they're all interconnected. And I tried to make the piles of brush big enough so the deer couldn't see each other. We'll see about that as the brush deteriorates and decomposes. It's going to squash down, but I'm hoping sprouts will come up and this area will be, covered with perennials of some sort or annual flowers, whatever, who knows. And hopefully this oak tree will begin to drop acorns because it hasn't for a really long time. So 16 hours, and actually it was kind of fun playing around with the skid steer. It took about an hour or so to get used to the controls. Luckily I have a neighbor up here who has used one quite a bit, so he hopped in and showed me a few tricks with it, and that really helped. So I basically had most of it cleared last night and spent the rest of the day just kind of going over it, all over it again, digging out roots, and just kind of using the teeth as kind of a, kind of a ditch digger or a little bit, a cultivator kind of, and pulled up as many roots and different things like that. So right now it is ready to plant actually. So we'll be throwing in some buckwheat here as soon as frost is done. In the meantime, we've got lots of lime. Soil tests showed that we needed about 3,000 or so pounds per acre. So that's going to be a lot. But now we have a lot easier access. I can actually even drive my truck up here if I want to. And it'll all be able to be closed off during hunting season and stuff. So one access basically. And we're going to plant some Egyptian wheat to kind of cover up that area too. So it should work out pretty good. I'm very excited. I'm very happy what this skid steer has done. So don't be afraid of renting it. It just takes a few, like I said, a little while to get used to controlling it. But man, if you're a video gamer, the joysticks, no big deal. It was pretty easy to do. So anyway, that's the update. Again, like I said, we've got a lot of lime and some fertilizer to put down before it's ready to go. But other than that, it's bare ground. So now I need a cultipacker. That's the only thing I'm looking for. So talk to you guys later.
Watch the expert here. The neighbor Ross is driving he's looking for that stump now. That's what we're doing today. Clearing brush. Trying to get this area through. The neighbor, Ross, trying to show me how to pull stumps out. That's a decent sized little oak. Look at that. Nice. Woo-hoo-hoo. Let's see if we can pick it up and move it now. There you go. Very good. Now that's all right, now it's Chris's turn on the skid steer with a grapple. The neighbor sneaking behind him. He's first time driving one of these, so he's doing it really good. We're just right now just playing with it, trying to get the hang of it, seeing what we can actually do, how big of stumps we can pull out, and just seeing how much brush we can move off to the sides. That's awesome. He's taking it nice and easy. Boy, he just moved a huge pile. Nice. Gosh, just the amount of time that saves. It's worth every penny renting this thing.